When I was young, I loved being a rabbi's daughter. I loved the prayer book's silken pages, the slightly raised ink of the letters. I loved baking challah with my mother on Friday mornings, leaving enough time for the dough to rise and the bread to bake before sundown. I loved my book of Bible stories, with the pictures, and the pictures in my head, which were more vivid and majestic than anything in a book could ever be. The Red Sea splitting, Moses descending the mountain with 2 stone tablets, God in his throne, listening to our prayers. I loved the synagogue's red velvet seats, the men's cream-colored wool prayer shawls, the cantor's voice of supplication. I loved my mother's Shabbat candlesticks, with their melted, dried wax stuck in the silver handiwork, the weekly rush and quiet, the dishes and silverware, the guests and the chocolates they brought, which we ate after the prayer over the wine, after the prayer over the bread, after the meal, after the singing, after dessert, but before the grace after meals. I loved the silver goblets filled with wine that everyone must sip from, the apples dipped in honey at the beginning of the new year, the fried potato pancakes during Hanukkah when it was cold outside and night came early, the Passover Seder when I got to stay up until midnight, my eyes closing as I sat on my father's lap, exhausted from the hour and from the sweet, dark wine my father permitted me to drink. When I was young, my teacher at Sunday school told us that God is everywhere, and I believed that was true. But that was before I discovered that God can disappear, that God can turn his face, go into quiet hiding, and that even though he is everywhere, you may have to work the rest of your life to find a trace.